Welcome everyone to my channel. I hope you're doing fine. My name is Henry and I am an SAP material management expert. I also train young SAP aspirants if they want to learn SAP in different modules, such as the material management module, the EWM module, and the SD module. So in this video, my aim is to essentially share the key difference between SAP ECC and SAP S/4HANA. So let's begin. If you haven't followed my channel, please go ahead and follow. You can hit the subscribe button and you'll be receiving hot topics about SAP and SAP related interview questions. Now, today we're going to be looking at the key difference between SAP ECC and SAP S/4HANA. And I'm also going to be giving you the opportunity to see the different screens. So let's start by defining what an SAP ECC means. So SAP ECC stands for SAP ERP Central Component. SAP ECC is modular in design, which makes it highly customizable. You can configure SAP ECC to suit your needs in all areas of your business, from finance to HR to logistics. Plus, SAP ECC works with third-party systems, okay? And what an SAP S/4HANA means is it is the newest generation of ERP software that works on-premise and in the cloud. It uses technologies like AI, machine learning, and automation to improve business efficiency and needs, right? Now, here are some key differences, okay, between SAP ECC and SAP S/4. Now, SAP S/4HANA streamlines features and processes from SAP ECC to reduce cost and boost business efficiencies. This means some features have changed, while others have been replaced or combined into new features. Some of the key changes in SAP S/4HANA are listed below. So number one, we're going to be looking at the different modules and different areas that we have noticed a significant change in the SAP system. So we're going to be looking at how those changes affect finance, how those changes affect material management, how those changes affect EWM, that's for inventory, and so on, right? Now, why is this important to know? It is important to know this because in this day and time, SAP S/4 or SAP SE have informed all their business partners to migrate from the ECC to the S/4, and they have until 2027. So most companies that are looking for SAP experts are also interested in candidates who have experiences in the new SAP environment, okay? And they're going to be asking you these questions during the interview. They want to see if you have an experience within the system and if you have been able to note some significant changes. So that is why this interview contribution that I'm giving to you is very important. So we're going to be looking at this from the finance side. So in the SAP ECC, the default would be account-based costing profitability analysis, right? Well, that is what we have noticed in the SAP S/4. Meanwhile, in the SAP ECC, the costing-based COPA is the default option, right? But in S/4, the default option is account COPA, though you can run both options together. So for the accounting and for the finance side, this is one of those significant change that we have seen. All right, a little bit more about finance. So again, we have noticed that for the fee and co measure, Businesses manage their financial data in SAP ECC with both fee for finance and co for controlling. And in S4 HANA, the fee and co are part of a single table in AC Docker. That's the universal journal entry. And the AC Docker reconciles them automatically in real time. So period end is simpler in S4 HANA. Okay, this is another significant change that we have seen. The next in line is the material number extension. Now, for those of you that are within the SAP material management module, this is one key change that we have seen. All right, so let's cover this. Now, in S4 HANA, we have noticed that you have the option of extending the material number from 18 characters to 40 characters. Now, bear in mind, though, if you turn on the extension, you will have to adjust your custom code to the new material length of character 40, okay? And we have also noticed that for the business partners, right, in the previous ECC system, the customers and vendors are separate data objects. But in S4 HANA, it has now been integrated, whereby you can have different BP roles for customers, for vendors, into a unified master data option called business partner. The next here is the real-time MRP. So to process material requirement planning in SAP ECC, you must wait until no peak hours and run a batch job. In SAP S4 HANA, you can run MRP in real time. SAP has also simplified subcontracting in SAP S4 HANA. Now, the downside is you can no longer run MRP at the storage level like in SAP ECC, but only at the plant and area level. Now, let's dive deep into new features in SAP S4 HANA. Number one, we talked about the AC Docker, which is the universal journal entry. The second one we're going to be looking at here is MatsDoc for inventory management. The interesting thing with MatsDoc is it has now replaced MKPF and MSEG, which, you know, had about 23 tables. So all of that has been replaced with MatsDoc, where all the, you know, inventory management tables have now been combined into, all right? And then the next is the SAP HANA database. Of course, in the SAP ECC, the database was stored on a third-party system, for example, Oracle. But now in SAP HANA, the data is being stored on the HANA database, okay? And then the next thing is we see the extended warehouse management being an addition to the warehouse management module. And lastly, you can talk about the SAP Fiori or Fiori user interface, right? Whereby you have three different transactions. You have the transactional data, you have the analytical data, and you have the fact sheet data. And again, I just want to encourage you that if you're not following this account, go ahead and follow this account. I share a lot of good hot topic about SAP. I talk about SAP interview questions. And if you're interested in learning SAP material management and EWM in 3 months, go ahead and subscribe, follow this channel, watch the videos, and you can send a direct email. Now, before we go, I did promise that I was going to show you what the S4 HANA looks like. So this is what we call the S4 HANA Fiori, all right? So this is the new SAP screen, and businesses are looking for SAP analysts who have experience using the Fiori. Like if you want to create a purchase order, you want to create a material, things have been a little bit more simplified. It gives you a new user experience. It is highly integrated. It gives you accelerated and fast app experience. It is also great with the cybersecurity part of things. I think it's an excellent system. You can, you know, use the system on your mobile device, on your tablet, because it gives you the web user interface. Now, on the other side, we also do have the SAP ECC system, which is what we refer to as a graphics user interface. It's a desktop interface, and you would more or less have to download this software into your device for you to be able to use it. All right. So that's pretty much it from what I want to share with you guys today. I hope this video is helpful. I do wish you the best, and I hope that when you are faced with questions about the differences between SAP ECC and SAP S/4HANA during your interview, you would pass that interview. All right, once again, if you're not following this account, please go ahead and follow this account and do not miss out on what we're doing here. God bless you.